See this. See the story. Soyinka, my mentor. Soyinka, my mentor. Soyinka, my mentor. Soyinka became my mentor at the age of 11. With the essay he wrote, he called it The Ideals of an Atheist. Read today's Guardian. Page 18. Page 18. This Guardian. Page 18. Oh, this is wonderful. Wole Soyinka, the greatest black man of all time. Greater than Mandela, greater than Barack Obama, greater than any other living African hero, greater than any of the presidents in Nigeria or Africa, the greatest black man of all time. Wole Soyinka, Fela, Anikulapo Kuti, the greatest, not only the greatest black cousins of all time, but the greatest cousin in the history of the world of time. The most influential black family of all time, Ransome Kuti family. Reverend Josiah Kuti, their great-grandfather, is the first black man to sing. He lived a gospel song. Soyinka ended up breaking every record. The greatest black man of all time, and the second greatest man in history after Alexander Hamilton, the man that founded America. This is wonderful. Wole Soyinka. See what he said? He's saying the obvious, that the Professor Wole Soyinka, a great many fondly called WS, is a delight to read about or listen to any day. We are ever eager to hear from a man of letters, also known for adhering to justice with absolute disregard for personal consequences. Earlier this one, Professor Wole Soyinka spoke about religion. Not surprising, so many were all ears. Quite a number asked me if I watched his interview on the video. After listening to him, my mind raced to what was called conversation he had in 2012 with Ulibeya himself, a well-regarded artist. Soyinka spoke again in 2008. In all the conversation it was playing, he professes the values in traditional religion, and he prefers to the major one, Christianity and Islam. He said he found the traditional religion liberating and tolerant, which he traced to the liberal nature of his people, the Yoruba. He told Ulibeya, the Igbale was nothing sinister to me. It signified to me a mystery, a place of transformation. You went into Igbale to put on your masquerade. Then when the Egungun came out, it seemed that all they did was blessing the community and beg a little bit for alms here and there. Occasionally, there were disciplinary outings. They terrorized everybody, and we ran away from them. But then, some distance away, you stop and gather and regard. Maybe the dramatic Ben saw this right from the beginning as part of the drama of life. I never went to a phase when I believed that traditional religion or ceremonies were evil. I believed there were witches. I was convinced of that. But at the same time, there were good apparitions. Of course, I found the song and drumming very exciting. According to him, he never took Christianity at any stage, not even as a child. I remember distinctly my first essay prize. At secondary school, that was in my first year. My essay was titled Ideas of an Atheist. Yes, I went through all these phases. I just felt I couldn't believe in Christian God. For me, that meant I was an atheist. It was 11 years at the time, but then he enjoyed being a chorister. I went regardless for rehearsals. I enjoyed the festive occasion, the harvest, etc. At Christmas and New Year, I enjoyed putting on the robes of a chorister. But then he could not move away from the fascination for the Egungun Makuri. In his world, and my Saturday was even more interesting, and he and his friend, Edun, living at the Barakpa, And even he and his friend, and even he and his friend only met met at Egungun masquerade on the way to church, which was quite often. But what put him off was intolerance, as well as this whole space of prophesying. This competitive mortification of people is nothing but an attempt to bring powerful and wealthy people under the control of the priest. If ordinary individuals are not exempted, but also said, you can recognize his forces beyond man, which in any case formed the basis of traditional religion. In the course of our development, mankind increasingly became aware of the existence of some other deities or sin, though they were great many in all cultures and to all races. Their existence became manifest as their helper, as their friend, and as their whatever, as their talk, as their talk, as their became manifest as their helpers, as their friend, and as their teachers. There are forces which are active in nature and are called nature beings, and also widely referred to as elemental beings. As I did state in this page 12 years ago, I have had few times subsequently to hint their work as teacher. They taught the early many things. Never read in any literature, for example, that phobias went to any laboratory to perform experiment whether okra or lettuce was edible, not edible or and safe, nor did we read that they were armed with tools to capel either for the forest to test the stability of a variety of herbs to heal their alien bodies. Their friend and helper were their untiring teachers, guides whose activity they found were amazing. Now they will carry out these with incredible precision. The early people, in their simplicity and closeness to nature, beheld water sprites, also called nisis or mermaids in exclusive beauty. They saw gnomes in various sizes and were made to see those they called giant and the hills. And building mountain, I heard male and female each species fitting its allotted task and loyal commitment. The small gnomes bring about the sound of the beach, all big or small, walking correspondingly to their size. Seeing gnomes of unbelievable size with their head touching the clouds and in incredible beauty, the people of old thought they had seen their God who were preoccupied, giving them cover and protecting them. The elemental beings were in all parts of the world. They were therefore called benevolent helpers. White power, see, Soyinka. They taught them not only reason, what to plant and when, but also how to fabricate tools like their inner eye God mostly open and connected to the final environment. The external perception temporarily shut down. They were able to temporarily shut down. They were able to temporarily shut down. They were able to behold the lords of the elemental beings themselves, who they regarded as embodiment. Indeed, personification as embodiment. Indeed, personification as embodiment. Indeed, personification of virtues. We're able to design the specific brief of each group of them. So we did that the accurate sense of justice was ascribed to Zeus, vigilance, to Athena, sincerity, Apollo, to Aphrodite, grace, Mercury, humility, and consciousness, to Mars and Ares, courage, and Artemis, purity. As the familiarization with these gods and goddesses was firmly established among the Greeks, Germans, and the Romans of the olden times, so was it studiously cultivated, and the knowledge passed on by clairvoyants among them unassailably upheld among Africans, Indians, and the Chinese. In this week, in his work, The Nature of the Gods, Cicero says, for the belief in the gods has not been established by authority, custom, or law, but rests on the unanimous and abiding conscience of mankind. Their existence is therefore a necessary influence, since we possess an instructive or rather an innate concept, innate, an innate concept of them. But the belief which all men by nature share must not necessarily be true. Therefore, it must be admitted that the God exists. With the knowledge passed on by Clavan among all people unassailably upheld, the time then came for them to climb the next rung of the ladder of life, widening their recognition. Our world is a school, as I've stated many times. To learn to recognize the will of the Creator and obey as soon to it. The schools, everyone went a pattern after the school of life, moving from infant one, primary one, primary two, standard one to standard six as in the colonial days. But today it's just ordinary school and tertiary institution. It's a need, it's university. Those who have come to the recognition that there are certain forces in life move to the nature beings, not just for help and guidance, but so them are assigned to worship, and so the concept of God and God is arose, much as the nature beings sought to reject being worshipped, pointing alone, pointing to them that God, the Almighty in heaven, alone was to be worshipped, and the guidance on the deaf ears of many until this is it. Those who heeded their guidelines, their guidance, move on to the next class, next rung of the ladder. Unfortunately, the missionary and clerics lacking in clarity came and dismissed their recognition and cooperation with the nature beings as well as their appreciation. Their help as primitive. In the process, the creators ordained systematic and orderly development of mankind for a great many was disrupted. The Evangelists missionary, not having sufficient clarity about the next wrong task they took upon themselves, were able to separate the wheat from the chaff and they threw away the baby with the bathwater. They would seem to have led to many people. Among them, the highly educated race resisting what the missionary brought and spread, dismissing Christianity as foreign, imposed, and as attempt dislodging the gods of their phobias and the corresponding way of worship. So there is an awakening to hold on to the worship of the God and God is to recognize in large community of Brazilian of Yoruba fashion. If our world is a school, shouldn't it go without saying that one cannot get oneself taught in the primary? Our school's life in the name of patriotism and resistance to foreign and imposed foreign religious influence, where there are students, teachers will always appear appointed.